We're going beyond the headlines now with the fourth and final part of our special assignment aboard a Navy submarine. Now, we've already toured the Groton-based USS Toledo. We found out what it's like to be a submariner, and we've met the chef in charge of feeding the crew.
Tonight, we go out with a bang as the sub simulates a missile launch. Fox 61's John Charlton was aboard the Toledo for all the action and joins us now with more. John?
Well, Susan and Brent, the purpose of the USS Toledo is fast attack and to do it quietly. The submarine is a warship and can be anywhere in the world within 2 weeks, without the enemy probably even knowing it. The Toledo's captain says a sub is one of the country's most effective ways to project power without depending on other Navy vessels for protection. Her crew will only say she goes faster than 25 knots and deeper than 800 feet. The USS Toledo's full capabilities are classified. Right now we're standing on what's called the bridge, and we're about 20 miles off the coast of Florida in swells about 3 to 6 feet. But the captain doesn't want to dive until we're in about 600 feet of water. Once we reach the Atlantic Ocean shelf, the bridge clears.
It's straight down.
The hatch closes.
Coordinator, sonar holder, regain at Sierra 3 bearing 06
and the Toledo preps to go deep.
I intend to submerge the ship to 150 feet.
Very well, officer, the deck.
Dive.
Leaning forward.
Dive. Comedy ran.
Spinning aft. Head windows awash. Lowering number 2 scope. Down scope.
As the Toledo dives, the crew immediately looks for leaks.
So deck, maneuver answers, all head 2/3.
A fast attack sub wants to go deep.
All right, take charge of your planes.
With speed.
200 feet, 350, 500 feet. Zero the bow planes.
Zero the bow planes, all
right.
Leveled out, the sonar room makes sure the pattern is clear.
In a very real sense, yes, we are the eyes of the boat.
For a tactical strike.
Command battle station strike. We've been off the coast of a belligerent nation for several weeks.
As the captain relays firing point procedures.
There are no ready spares for this mission.
In the control room.
Come on forward.
The torpedo room.
Keep weapons devices as level as possible when lifting.
Is every bit in go mode.
Under muzzle doors, stay clear.
Here, 4 reloadable tubes can launch torpedoes.
Weapon ready.
Or, in this case,
very well.
Tomahawk cruise missiles.
Stand by, tube 1.
Stand by, tube 1.
Fire, tube 1.
Fire, tube 1.
Fire, tube 1. Yeah. Missile away.
Missile away.
1 away.
Booster separation. Transition to cruise.
Baghdad, March 20th, 2003. And a subfleet, including the Toledo, fired a third of the 800 Tomahawks launched in the first days of the Iraq War.
Secure for battle station strike.
Submarine force did better than the rest of the shooters in the Navy.
The substrikes were reportedly 98% effective.
And our protection is our stealth.
Silence is not only golden aboard the $2 billion sub, it's imperative.
So something like this? Yep. Not good. Not good at all.
The Toledo wants to remain undetected at all times.
Well, we are the silent service. That's our motto.
Even to its own forces.
We get real downright and sneaky.
Maneuvers.
Offset maneuvering against solid standard.
Often include submerged games of cat and mouse.
If another country has a submarine, we're interested in it. I'll just put it to you that way. I can't really divulge, who we track and monitor.
Toledo sonarmen have a hunter's mentality.
If it was a hostile contact, we could place ordnance on target.
Then a 24-foot-long Toledo torpedo can be launched to lock on.
It's going to hunt him down and put a warhead on a forehead, so to speak.
Equally deadly for other subs.
It dives, rises, it goes left, right. It can do whatever it wants.
And surface ships.
There's 2 types of ships, submarines and targets. You can't hide a surface ship. You can have all the noise quieting and radar reflecting, but when it comes down to it, when you look out the periscope, there's still going to be a surface ship sitting there. We can see them and they can't see us.
Of course, if the Toledo's ever a locked-on target, evasive maneuvers
Take right up 600 feet with a 20-degree down angle.
Include steep dives.
10-degree down angle. 400 feet. 450. 550 feet. 20-degree down angle.
And steep climbs.
4 ice boat planes. 1 5-degree up angle. 2 5-degree up angle.
Submariners have nerves of steel.
These guys are dedicated and they're highly screened and highly trained.
The USS Toledo helps America keep its enemies in check.
Nations will need to behave as if the submarines are there, and there's no way for them to tell whether we are or not.
And the USS Toledo can carry a total of 36 missiles, that being Tomahawk cruise missiles and torpedoes, so it obviously carries a pretty powerful punch.
It certainly does. Now, it's so fascinating when they go on their mission, you guys drop down, they close that hatch. I know I probably would have a very claustrophobic reaction, but did you feel sensation with the pressure? And did you know when you were going deeper and deeper?
Yeah, well, the only way we knew that we were actually going down is that obviously when we were up top, it was rocking the submarine. Actually, when we started going down, I guess it's pressurized in the submarine, didn't feel a thing, and the deeper we went, the more stable it was. It was actually very comfortable.
But we can see the guys in the video leaning in different ways. And you
that's when you're taking a high angle dive. Or
does that feel odd at all? Do you start to
just
feel like
just
you're
the
on the
leaning
ocean
part?
there?
You're actually either holding on to something or you're kind of bracing yourself and
like
just
the
kind of
floors
leaning.
of the walls
yeah.
move and you move with them.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, when they were doing those, they called them angles and dangles. You could hear stuff in the galley of the kitchen just falling down like dishes and everything.
You guys want dinner tonight. You better cut that out.
Yeah, they got to make sure everything's fastened properly. That's primarily why they do those angles and dangles, to make sure everything's fastened down properly in case they have to.
Fascinating series.
Yes, exactly. Thank us for taking us down under.
All right,
Thanks,
thank
John.
you.
We'll be right back.